Today, Palworld received a new update which focuses on a wide range of changes. This update is for Steam and Xbox, which now means Xbox is on the same version as Steam, which is huge for the future hopes of crossplay. But let's break this down. Major fixes. Implemented backup of saved data on the world selection screen. This is of course a big one, as it's always nice when it's easy to not only save your backup data but to load it as well, especially in an early access title, as you never know what could happen with each update. Resolved issue of unnecessary data accumulating in save data. So this one I'm not really sure what it means, as what qualifies as unnecessary data, but the devs have obviously seen something or had a bunch of reports, so I'll assume it's a good fix. Key configuration. Added fully supported keyboard key configuration. This one is great, as previously when you went to change keybinds to certain keys, it would tell you that these keys are not available. Now I personally didn't find much issues with this once they fixed the mouse keys in a previous update, but everybody loves a specific keyboard setup, so of course it's very good to have that freedom. Guild. Modified specification to allow guild members to be removed when not logged in. Now again, another issue that I personally haven't had to deal with as I only play single player, but going off the patch note, I can see how it must be very annoying to not be able to remove players from the guild unless they are online. A guild owner should have full control of the guild at all times. Player issues. Changed long press operation during player tasks to allow continuous work by pressing the work button once. This is switchable in the options settings. Now this one is huge. As someone who doesn't rely on his pals to do everything because of the current pathing issues, I have spent so many hours standing there just holding F. And some of the crafting times are ridiculously long. Well, now we can change that in the settings. Press F once and boom, our character will continue to craft that item until it's either finished or we walk off. Fixed issue where riding in prohibited hunting areas would not result in a crime. Now this one refers to the PAL sanctuaries. On those islands are NPCs, and if they spot you, they will attack you. However, if we're on a mount, you can walk right in front of them and they wouldn't spot you. Well, now you must move like a ninja, as that is now not the case. And trust me, it is scary when they come for you. Improved interaction accuracy with adjacent objects. Now this one is slightly vague, but I did find that sometimes when I try and interact with a chest, it was very easy to be stood too close or not at the right angle, so the interaction symbol wouldn't appear, causing me to have to reposition. I didn't really find that with other aspects of the game, but clearly they were there. PALs. Changed specifications so that when a PAL is instructed to attack aggressively, the PAL will attack enemies indiscriminately, even if they are not in combat. Now I love this change. I've personally never really bothered with the command wheel because it always felt a bit useless. However, now if you set your PAL to attack aggressively, it will attack everything in sight. Just be careful, if you forget you have this command set and you run past something way past your level, your PAL will fight it. I can already tell this is going to cause people some problems. Corrected an issue to allow PALs of rank 1 or higher to be selected as concentrated material. Higher ranked PALs yield more points when concentrated. Now this one is huge as well. So let's say you have a PAL that is a 1 star. For example, here I have a 1 star SWE. If I then wanted to upgrade a different SWE, it will now take the previous condensed SWEs into account. So as you can see, the new SWE will receive all 5 PALs from the previously condensed SWE, meaning you can condense all your PALs into one to save space, and it's not wasted as they will all count when later upgrading the version you want to keep. That is an amazing change and probably one of my favorites on this whole list. Fixed bug where if a large amount of experience points were gained and the level increased to 50 at once, PALs would not learn any active skills. What in the world is happening in your game where you can go from level 1 to 50 in one go? But either way, in doing so, now your PALs will learn all the active skills along the way. Mitigated an issue where using Mosander's partner skill Grenadier Panda on a dungeon boss would cause the boss to get stuck in walls. Pretty self-explanatory, just fixing a cheesing method when it comes constant Mosander's partner skill. Base issues. Fixed an issue where pals would get stuck on top of a logging site, etc. I ran into this problem so many times. Your pals would just get stuck on top of a tree at a logging site and need resetting. Well, thankfully, that will no longer be an issue. Added measures to prevent the issue where base pals would wander around and get stuck at the border of the base area. Again, another issue I ran into a lot, where the pals would walk up to the base circle and just get stuck on the edge. And that was even worse once I put the defensive walls up, because then they'd be stuck on the other side of the wall. So this is huge in terms of pal pathing. Fixed an issue where pals at the base would get stuck repeatedly starting transportation tasks, and the light bulb icon would appear over and over again. So when pals would transfer items such as stone, they would go and pick it up, drop it, pick it up, drop it, and just be stuck in that loop, and it would go on and on and on. Eventually you would just have to go over, take the stone from them, and they'd go, oh yeah, I'll go do something else then. So thankfully that's now fixed. Added measures to prevent the issues of base pals getting stuck in the farm on a roof. Again, another great update to pal pathing. I can't tell you how many times I would go back to my base and there'd be a pal stuck on the roof of a 5-story building when there's no way to get up there. It actually reminded me of that Little Britain moment when Andy, who was in the wheelchair, got up in the tree, and when he was asked how he got up there, he just said, I fell. Fixed an issue where work pals would get stuck in the summon space of Palbox when restarting the server on a dedicated server. Now, I personally didn't encounter this issue, as again, I don't play servers yet, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Adjusted the default work priority of base pals. Anubis will prioritize manual labor. This is great, as I pretty much gave up on having my pals do too much, as they just kind of had a mind of their own and would just wander off. So having this more focused is a lot better. Significantly relaxed building restrictions for stairs and triangle roofs. As someone who loves building in all survival games, this, although a relatively small problem, was still incredibly annoying. Say for example you had stairs placed down and you wanted to add the triangle roof on the side to enclose them, you would have to remove the stairs, place down the triangle roof, and then replace the stairs. Well, now you can just place the triangle walls on the side with no problem. Fixed an issue where sound would play in an infinite loop when pals at the base used certain active skills. This happened a lot with my mining site, and the sound was horrific. Specifications changed so that all changes in environmental temperature are added up. If you put 4 campfires next to each other, the surrounding area will have the temperature of a volcano. A huge one for egg hatching. Now you can just place down multiple campfires to increase the heat. Implemented relax working style on the monitoring stand. The monitoring stand was where you choose how you want your pals to work. Whether you want them to work at a higher speed but at the cost of more sanity, well, now you can slow it down slightly to a relaxed state, which also is now the default setting, so be sure to put down a monitoring stand to increase it slightly, as relaxed is pretty slow. Balance adjustment. Significantly strengthened mining power of Digtoy's partner skills. He is insane now, he is so fast. Fix the abnormally high selling price of nails. Well, pretty self-explanatory, but that's one money farm gone. Significantly increased the number of police officers who appear when a crime is committed. So again, back to the PAL Sanctuary, if you get caught by the NPC, they attack you. Well, now apparently there is a lot more of them, so let's check this out. Let's go. Alright, we're cooking them up right now. This doesn't seem too bad. I say we get them to level 50 and then we'll see what level, we'll see how many there are. But there doesn't seem to be too many right now. And I'm dodging bullets like a ninja. Oh god, it's going to get nighttime. I didn't plan for this. Come on. Yeah. Rack my charges up. Alright, they're level 50. They're level 50. Okay. Right, now we're going to get on this. Oh, there's quite a few. There's quite a few. Let's start heading out. Because they teleport on you. Let's see how many there are. Oh, my days, I'm getting cooked. Alright. Oh, okay. This doesn't seem that many more right now. It is going to get dark, so it might be a little bit hard to see. We'll have to keep an eye on all the names. But this doesn't seem too bad at all. Is this significantly more? I don't know right now. Oh, my bird. Leave my pigeon alone. Yeah, this doesn't seem significantly more. I've ran away from a lot before. It seemed relatively the same. They're spawning in like groups of 5. Oh, okay. All right. There's quite a few. There's quite a few. Alright, let's run. Oh, my days! You savages, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm gone. I should have brought my jet dragon rather than my big pigeon, but we're good. We're good. Alright, yeah, I'd say there's a fair few more, but I think significantly may have been a bit of an exaggeration. Added electric shock effect to free PAL Alliance's crossbow. Now PAL Alliances with the crossbow will have a shock in store when you try and fight them. Adjusted the flight distance of sphere launcher and scatter sphere launcher. I don't personally use this, but again, pretty self-explanatory. Increased the sanity value recovery amount of high quality hot springs. A great fix, as I personally hate dealing with sanity as it feels like they never fully top up, so any increase is appreciated. Network related. Now I can't really say much about these as I don't play servers, but maybe these will mean something to you. Renovated the server lobby. Search by server name will now work. Added the ability to view online players on a dedicated server. On community server, this will only be displayed if the setting is enabled. Others. Fixed the issue where day 5 memo was not placed. I didn't bother collecting half of these, but I guess one was missing. You can now adjust the in-game brightness in the settings. Any setting updates are great, especially visual. Fixed many minor bugs, very vague. Corrected various incorrect text. Again, vague. Improved measures against cheating. Vague once again, but they did say focusing cheaters was a high priority. We will continue development, placing top priority on fixing major problems and issues. Thank you for your continued support of Palworld. And there we go, that is our latest update on Palworld. Some pretty huge changes, but mainly focusing on bug fixes and quality of life, which really is all we need right now. We need all the small things corrected for the future bigger updates. The last thing we want is more content added without polishing the previous content. We've seen that enough with Pocket Pair, if you know what I mean. So let me know what you think of these changes down below. Please do drop a like, join the Cazgang Discord, all the links are down below. But that's it from me, I'm on to the next one. Peace!